Alright. It's on to part 5. Got a bunch of flowers around. Some of them are floating. That's alright. We'll get them into the ground eventually. And we got kind of lowered our gravity a bit. Just so we hover down, but also when we hit a flower, we now collect some pollen. You can see that on the little guy's leg there. We can hover up a little bit. Alright, so I wanted to add some trees. So let's go into the park 3D model here. Just 1 second. So we'll pull that up. Alright. So we've got this building up here. So let's start by adding a cylinder. This will be the base of our first tree. Let's get centered on that. Let's get that made a little bigger. And these are going to be real tall trees. Okay, that should work. Centered on that tree. So let's start off by thinning the top a decent bit. We'll add these cuts here. Give it a little shape to start off with. And let's move this back a little bit and rotate it just a little bit. So let's take a little bit of this tree and warp it up. And then we're going to add like a stick path for some of these trees that you'll be able to kind of maneuver up, because you can only hover so high at a time. These little shaped up. Okay, we want to take this top. I'm gonna shrink that down a little more. Okay, so that'll be the start of the tree. Give it a little angle too, because it's on this hill. And we'll morph these trees up a little bit more, but we can take the basic shape. This one a little shaped up. So let's throw some wood on those real quick in Unity. I don't think I want that to be bright white. I'll just give it a black for now. And let's see what the size looks like if you were a bee. We'll want to take all of these guys. Throw a mesh collider on them. So that way, perfect. And we'll have to pick one of these trees to be the special tree where our hive is going to be located. Probably be I think it'll be this guy. Alright. So it's gonna be this one right here. Alright, so let's go back into the model. We'll add a few more trees. In terms of these big ones, I want a few around here. And we'll get leaves and all that crap added onto these as well. Put big one over here. Alright, now let's go to this tree right here. Let's take a cube. So for now, I am just going to put the pathway just so I can get the heights down before I actually style it up with proper sticks. So we'll start there. So let's go into Unity, not Visual Studio. My goodness, mate. Alright, and let's just give these, it'll be like Horizon Zero Dawn, where all the climbable surfaces are yellow. And let's throw, I guess we have the mesh, so we might as well just use the mesh collider. Alright. So let's see if we are able to get up there. No. Just gonna shift those down a little bit. There we go. Oh, so close. If I come up from around the hill, it's almost like a little puzzle. Alright. That's a shame. farther down. Hey. I feel like I could already make it onto this one. Exactly. So say I was down here. If I'm maneuvering. Alright. Oh no. A frozen. Ah! Alright. So now. And that's too high. It's a tough cookie. Oh, I know why. So if we look at our character, get up in on this feller. This distance is our flying distance. And if we look at our camera, we're following our character. So one thing I could do is I could take the bee. I'm gonna put it up a little higher. And then I'm gonna take I'm gonna put that at 0. So now we'll see where we hit the ground at. So I'm the bee too high. Should get us closer to the ground. And that's not enough height for us to get up. So we're going to have to make a bunch more steps. So this should be enough height to get us over at least. Oh, it's just not enough. Okay, so Just trying to think. How close do we get to the ground now? Okay, that looks a lot more manageable. So then you know exactly what height you're at. And for my character, my boost thrust. Let's just change that real quick. Our boost time to 100. So that'll give us a little longer time to go up. Oh, I missed. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna cheat. Alright. Is this enough? Did it get us there? Ah! Another thing is I feel like our character controller is also substantially way too tall. So does that mean we're basically on the ground now? But we can at least see our exact height, and we can make it. Okay. Because we can replace these with nice sticks. And that'll work just fine. I think for animation's sake, I might want to move my bee just a little bit up. Not much. But that way, when we kind of dip into the ground, our little leggies, like on an incline, we stay within. So I was able to make it up there on that guy. We'll put a collider here so we can't see through the ground later. Hopefully we didn't cover up any flowers that are just hiding under this tree. We can always take a gander. But let's go into our 3D model. And now that we have kind of a distance that works, or a height difference, I guess. Let's see. Okay. And then we go. That's about the height difference. Start by stair stepping around. Make this one more of a distance jump. Next one is going to be over here. Not all the way up here, but... we'll make it so it can't be reached by this guy, but it can be reached by this one. So let's give it a try there. We'll go back into Unity. Throw some brown on these trees off in the distance first. Just for fun, we'll give the yellow to these guys. And throw on some mesh colliders. Sure they all got them. Woo! Wow. Alright, sorry, my wife just won a contest. That's exciting. She called me about it. Alright, so let's find out if we can actually make it up this danged tree. We know we can get on these two. Bad start. We went over it. See if we can make it up. Okay. So now... and we shouldn't be able to make it up here on this one. No matter what, okay? But we can make it up here. And then up here. And then I think what we'll do is we'll put a little hole in the tree where we can climb up. And that's where the beehive will be. And it'll release us up higher. So we'll put a little elevator in there. So let's change all these guys to box colliders. And the reason for that is because I want to keep that shape, but I want to design them into much better looking boxes, or much better looking sticks. Let's see, this one has 2 colliders on it. This guy's got a box collider. I want to take this guy, and I want to move him down just a little bit, so it's a little easier to get up on. And then let's go into the 3D model. And let's edit these cubes. So let's get centered on this guy. And let's start out by shrinking down the end. Take these two, raise them up, stick them out, give a little more shape. Okay. And with each of these, let's go back in our model and throw on the brown color here. So if you take a look at this object, it's still got that box collider there, but it's got a little bit more shape to it. So we'll throw our wooden material on there. Beans. And then let's go back into Blender. So if we look in Unity at what this is looking like, there's the stick we just made right down here. And then I just threw the brown color on the rest of these so that we can model them up. And then we're gonna put the hole right about here where it can go up. So let's start with that hole. Let's get that hole built. So we're gonna take a cylinder. And we're going to want to rotate it 90 degrees this way. Get out of here. And we're gonna put it down over here. And then we're gonna duplicate this guy. Make him bigger, but thinner. And we're gonna cut a hole into the tree here. So let's take the tree. Oh yeah, should have Blender open for this. So this is our cylinder we're working on. Classic. Say lose one. All right, nice. So if we go into our modeling, we do Boolean. Take the most recent cylinder. 17. And then if we turn 17 off, not cube 17, cylinder 17. We also turned 18 off. We've got this hole that goes in. The purpose of 18 for now is just to be something where we can actually let's take both of those. We're gonna move them down a little bit to the side. Rotate them that way. And I want to just duplicate cylinder 17 and not move it, so that'll be 19. So if I go into the modeling for 18, and I cut that out. Turn 19 and 17 off. And with 17, or 19, I want to take that. All right. So now we kind of have it a little entrance into there. And another thing I want to do is I want to create a little cubby hole. So I want to take another cylinder. And let's get it positioned up within this tree here. And I'm gonna make it a little wider. About like that. And then let's take good old 20, go into the modeling, take, what is this, 10, 11, alright, there we go. Let's take the bottom of this guy, Just make it a little bit bigger. Let's turn 11 back on. Make sure we're not sticking out. Okay, we want to take our main guy, add another Boolean, and we're going to cut out 20 this time. So now, if you look in there, we've got a little cubby hole. So let's get this saved up and checked out in Unity. So we're gonna have a couple things here. We're gonna need to turn off this guy, turn off this guy, and then if we look in there, this is the region with it that we have opened up in there. So if we turn that off, just throw our wood texture there for now. So now if we give it a climb, we can see that hole up there. So let's make our way up. First of many sticks. Over here. Oh yeah. Can't make it there. So we go over here. Now you're here. And theoretically, we should be able to get in here. Alright, so you'll notice there is this guy, this stick in here. Sorry, camera's not going to view very well in here. But that is from, that's the outer side of this stick right here. So we're going to hide the beehive up a little higher in the tree, but you'll have to go through the hole. Maybe there'll be like some bees and some honey and stuff waiting in here for you. So let's get these sticks modeled up a little better too, so that they kind of match with the other one. So let's get that pulled up. You just get centered on this guy just so I have a better view. Start here. Rotation. And I'm just kind of throwing things together here. It's just kind of thinking whatever happens, you know. Not a super big deal. That bottom line. Don't want to cut that too bad. Okay. Move on to the next one. And we'll double check with all of our box colliders to make sure they all look good after this. So you don't want to have a bit of a mess on your hands. Okay, that's good. And we'll have to remember to take this one and edit out the inside just so it's not all... Oh, excuse me. So it's not all wonky. Because that guy is sticking in. Sorry, I burped and I completely forgot what I was talking about. But, let's see here. Okay, just a couple more. Okay. So let's start with this one on the inside here. Let's see. I'm gonna have to get real wonky here just to see these points. Alright. It's fine if there's a little piece of wood there, but I would prefer it to not be there as long as we're still within the tree. Okay. Let's go back into this one that looks currently like a Lego piece. just want to move these. Okay. So let's save that up and check that out back in the game, see how it looks. So I'm just gonna circle the tree real quick because I want to make sure there are no faces that are disappearing. Okay. Save myself on that one just because. Alright. Be nice if I didn't miss. And then into the hole. Perfect. And we'll put a little fan thing down here so that it raises us up and we can get to where the honey hive is. So let's go into our model. And let's see here. So that at least gets us into the tree. One thing I want to do is I want to make a new model that's just going to be for the hive. So that will be a little easier to edit on its own. So let's just save this guy. Pull open our blender. And we'll do a new. Okay. And so I think for the outside of the hive, I'm going to do some concentric rings. So I'm going to start by stacking a bunch of rings, and then I'm going to take them each individually that way we have a bunch of colors to work with, and we can get this nice and shaped, and we'll have the whole inside to be able to work from. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to duplicate it one more time. And now start with the rings. Give me that honey. I want this guy. That way we have a thick band around the bottom, and then we're gonna have a taper in. And I think this one just needs to be a little bigger. Alright, so this will be the inside, or the outside of our hive to start with. So let's just save this as our hive so we can start getting colors thrown on these in Unity. So we've got our hive. If we think about this from cylinder 20's perspective, we'd want to be right below, or just right above the exit. So that's and we're gonna want to make this much bigger because it's a big hive. And we'll be hanging from a branch. So for now, we'll be floating. And let's start throwing some color on this guy. I think I'm gonna give it a see-through color just to hold it all together. And let's see. So let's put this on the ground for right now, or let's put it right here so that we can get a size comparison like when we're up in this thing's grill. So what I could have it do is, okay, so I've got an idea. So I could have it so that, say, you got full legs of pollen, you come through the top hole, come out, you deposit your pollen. I don't know, do you bring pollen to the flowers? Do they take it? I really should be Googling bees like every second I have. I just don't know. See, I think that's what I'll do, and I'll add like a little collider around it so that I can go within. And I just want to see what it would look like if it was within the tree here. So we'll do a little climby climb with the hive in the tree. Oh, that kind of looks cool. So get around here. It's gonna be hard to see, yeah. That's kind of neat. All right. So I think, yeah, what I want to do is for now, I'll have it be you jump through it to deposit your honey. So we'll need to put another hole in the tree and get the stick to hang this from. And then with the hive, let's see what kind of colliders we got here. Oh man, gosh dang it. I forgot to open up my blender. I apologize. So anyways, this is the hive. There it is. Yeah, sorry. I'm trash. And I forgot to exit my blender out. You know how I be. So we'll put that there. Let's add a component, a box collider. In the center. Okay, so we'll have it be a little shorter than the box itself because I want it to happen within. I don't want it to happen while you're not within the thing. And this is going to be a trigger. So we'll add this is going to be the hive tag. And with the hive, we're going to add a script. I'm just going to create a new C# script. Just called hive time. So if we pull that open, I want to put current pollen, or yeah, so I'm trying to think. We'll want some ints, so put int and we're gonna want to have a public void add pollen method that takes in an integer just call it add-on, and then pollen plus equals add-on input dot get key down p, then debug dot log the hive has plus pollen. That way we can check. Okay, so let's go back into Unity. So we'll add the script. And then we're also going to want to take our B and we're going to want to add another, so this is the hive tag. We're going to want to open Visual Studio back up and go into our B's script. Oh, sorry. So if thingy.tag equals hive, then gonna want to sorry, I'm just making sure I get the right. Oh no. Wow. So I'm gonna get components. So in this guy, we want to do thingy, and then hive time dot if we look at hive time, it was add pollen. Okay, so that should reset our pollen if we go through it, but add it to the hive. So let's give that a try. And for now, I'll just move this down so you can actually get into it. On my script real quick. hive time. I want that to be a lowercase p. Get our game pulled back open. Alright, so let's go grab a bit of pollen. If we check our debug lab, or our debug log. Debug log. If you check debug log, there's 0 pollen right now. So let's get like 3. So we got 3 little legs of pollen there. So let's give this a shot. We might have to go a little higher up. So going through the center of that hive should theoretically add our, and if you check, the hive still has 0 pollen even though I have pollen. So go through there, fresh and clean, and the hive has 3 pollen. Sweet. Alright. So now we can start producing honey. I don't know, I literally don't know how bees work. That's a shame, because that's my whole purpose here. But, you know, we can get 6 full legs of pollen here. And that should get us up to 9, hopefully. Just to make sure everything's working. Got every leg coated. See, and ideally, I should make it so you're a little heavier when you have full legs of pollen, I think. I don't know if bees are that much heavier, but I feel like when you're already that light, anything helps, you know? Not that I'm fat phobic over here or anything. Alright. So we'll just dive right into there, because it doesn't really matter, because there's not a collider. But the hive now has 9 pollen. Still floating, but we'll put a stick there to hold it up. So that works pretty well. I feel pretty good about that. So that is a main basic component of the game down. So we'll start adding honey next. I don't know. I'll probably Google bees, not bunnies. I could probably Google bunnies and it might help me learn about bees. I'm not gonna say it won't. But head back over here, watch the sunset, or kind of enjoy the darkness and see our hive off in the distance. There's our tree. Just kind of see how it looks from far away. That's not bad. Alright, I feel pretty good about that. So I think I might call it good for there. I'm gonna go get some lunch. Maybe, let's see what we're at. Hive has 9 pollen. Let's go drop 2 more in. Get us up to 11. Ooh. That's the choosiest of numbers, I guess. There we go. And we'll just swing this right around here. Get that pollen in, and boom, 11. Alright, cool. So thanks if you hung out, and I'll probably be back in a little while. So I'll see you later.